I don't know about you guys. I am a man that loves routines, and getting back in routines is a wonderful thing about summer coming to an end. So in my mind, a lot of my summer responsibilities for our associational camp ended on Friday, and I told Kelsey that our summer is done Friday, and we're looking forward to the school year. And I think that a lot of that is just building routines, and I see that in our church as well, and something that we've been praying about for a while now is our continued growth. Right, we have a big vision at CrossPoint across the board, right, of our locations that we want to reach 10% of the community for the gospel, right, and that is a lofty goal because it's just a lot of people that we want to reach for the gospel, right. And with that, we saw some momentum of that this past spring, really leading up to Easter, and then the weeks following Easter, and really a lot of weeks during our summer where we are just maxed out in size. Right, the capacity is just we're bumping elbows, and a lot of that is without a lot of the college students this summer, and then the kids' rooms are getting full and everything like that. So as a staff, we've been praying through what that looks like, and we know we're getting ready to hopefully start that building project soon. But we also know that we can't wait for a renovation to happen to be able to create space for new people. So with that in mind, our leadership staff, we've decided that on September 15th that we're going to go from one service to two services, much like we had for Easter. Right? And the idea behind that is really, again, we want to reach 10% of this community for the gospel. And a lot of those Sundays, there was no open seats. And whenever you see as a visitor walk in and that you don't have any seats to sit by as a family, then man, that is kind of a I don't know if I want to be a part of this church. They're not really having space for us to grow with. So we have that heartbeat of God has created a lot of momentum for us in Lindsborg. Amen. We've seen new faces, we've seen growth happening, and we're excited to do that. So we're excited to be able to continue in that way of having a couple service. So with that in mind, stewardship doesn't mean playing it safe and treating things. Taking an easy approach. It'd be easy for us just to continue in a one service approach, knowing that maybe for a little bit it might look weird and the flexibility would be different. But we also know that we serve a big God and that we have a big goal at CrossPoint, and that's to reach this community for the lost. So September 15th is going to be our launch of our two services. It's going to be a 9 a.m. and a 10:45 service, just like we did for Easter. And what Pastor Andy said there towards the end of his sermon really just, I thought, applied well to this situation here. It says, use me in a godless place for your will to come to existence. My obedience cause your will to come to existence. And church, that's what I'm going to challenge you guys all in, is that as we just continue to grow and as we continue to seek after God and expect Him to continue to bring about salvation and new life in our church, that we have some work to do as well. I mean, we live in Lindsborg for a specific reason, that we have community here for a specific purpose, and that is to share the love of God with our friends and our families and our neighbors. So with that, as a challenge to you all, of have some excitement of what this new season for our church will bring, of new growth and new faces, hopefully, and as we continue to follow the will of the Lord's leading, that we will have excitement in that. So if you have any questions, I'm sure there's a lot of questions going around your mind. We're going to continue to kind of talk about a little bit of the vision and why we're doing this in the next 6 weeks leading up to that. But I'm always here whenever Hunter and Kenneth are not feeling well this morning, but I know Hunter would be able to answer a lot of those questions. Sept and Stephanie and Ryan Beers and Kelsey, we all kind of have that heartbeat of moving in that same direction. So if you have any questions, feel free to find me. But we're excited as God is leading us in this direction and growing our church. So we are looking forward to seeing you all tonight, 5 o'clock. And God bless and have a great week. We'll see you tonight.